I'd just like to start today's episode off by apologising for the lack of videos over the last few days. It was the Easter weekend and I was spending time with family, so I didn't get the chance to play Regen Rovers or record, but we're back today with episode 115 of the series, and to make up for the lack of videos over the last few days, we're going to be playing 3 games, a treble live con for you today. We've got Burnley in the league, we've got Tottenham Hotspur in the 5th round of the FA Cup, huge game for the club, and Wolverhampton Wanderers in the league as well. Somehow, we're in an incredible position at about 3/4 of the way through the season. We're only 4 points off top spot Aston Villa, 2 points off second place Burnley. It's very tight, as you can see there, between the top 5 teams, but I'm not really sure how we've managed to do this. We have lost a few games this season against big teams, but generally against the teams we should be beating, we've got good results, and it has put us in a sensational position after 31 games. We're in 4th place, and it's looking good for a playoff place, but possibly even an automatic place if we can start to beat the big teams. That is the key now. If we want to get into that top 2, we're going to have to beat the teams in and around us, aren't we? You can see Jonathan Edwards having an incredible season, 7.33 average rating. He's second on that list. He's just been brilliant at the back for us. We've kept quite a few clean sheets this season, haven't we? It did dry off, the clean sheets did dry out a little bit around this period here. But over the last few games, we have managed to pick up a number of clean sheets again. There's been some games where we've managed to score 2 or 3 goals quite easily. The only game we haven't scored in was against Middlesbrough, that 1-0 defeat. And it was just a right old struggle. But we get those games from time to time, particularly away from home, I think. But we got off to an okay start after the last episode. 1-1 draw against Bournemouth. It could have been worse. If it wasn't for Phil Kajal, we would have lost this game. They actually managed to equalise in the last minute. So that is a real blow. But to be fair, they did deserve something. Giordano with a rare goal. He's not been that good this season. I suppose most of his performances have been off the bench. A header at the back post from a lovely JCG cross to put us 1-0 up. That was his first goal of the season. Back to winning ways though against Blackburn Rovers. Enrico Lorenzini capitalising on a 10-man Blackburn Rovers, scoring the winner in the 62nd minute. Spencer Drury's not been quite as prolific over the last few games, actually. The man in form is that was a great volley, actually, wasn't it, from Pascual Cross? But the man in form at the moment, strangely enough, is Francis Arthur Owusu, who's coming off the bench and grabbing important goals for us. And he actually managed to score. He started this game in the FA Cup against Aston Villa in the 3rd round. I decided to play Arthur Owusu and Lorenzini up front. Spencer Drury did come off the bench later in the game, but Arthur Owusu opened the scoring in the 22nd minute. I was thinking about selling Francis Arthur Owusu in the January transfer window, but he's become an important super sub for us. Last year it was Jack Young at the end of last season. This year it's all about Francis Arthur Owusu. Lovely cross from Yahya, and he took that down nicely and then struck it past the keeper. Spencer Drury came on and scored a late goal in the 89th minute just to confirm victory and send us through to the 2nd round. Good finish. Keeper probably should have done better there. He was injured though. And then a good 3-1 away win in the league against Nottingham Forest. Spencer Drury with 2 goals. The keeper for Nottingham Forest, not with a great game, 5.9 from him. It was quite equal in terms of possession and shots, but we created the clear-cut chances. Spencer Drury fired that home past the goalkeeper in a blue tracksuit, but they equalised. However, in the second half, we did start to dominate a bit more. This was the second goal. Stephen Dean, good ball in. Pascual knocked it into Drury for 2-1. And Francis Arthur Owusu came off the bench just to confirm victory. Pascal Hare has been playing in midfield a little bit more recently, although I have dropped him for this game against Burnley, I think. That was only Francis Arthur Owusu's second, so he scored his first 2 goals of the season, one against Aston Villa, one against Nottingham Forest, and he has gone on to score a few more goals as well. Now this was a crazy game against Hull City, 3-3. We opened the scoring in the 4th minute. Pascal Hare, our German central midfielder, with a goal. Arif Koch played in this game. Apparently I think it's pronounced Koch, but I'll explain why in a minute. Hare, good strike actually, firing it past the keeper. They got back into it though, 22nd minute equaliser before we took the lead once again in the 41st minute. Spencer Drury with a penalty. He's just scored so many goals this season. 18th goal of the season, but I don't think he scored since this game. They then managed to turn it around just before half-time. 43rd minute goal, 45th minute goal. I was annoyed, but fortunately Lorenzini saved us with a third goal and an equaliser. It was a good ball. It was that man Jack Young with the assist. I brought him on, desperate times, and that was his first contribution this season, really. Lorenzini with his 10th goal of the season. Great ball from Jack Young, though. That's really the only thing he has done off the bench this season. An important draw in the end. And we managed to get through to the 5th round of the FA Cup thanks to a 2-1 win against Brighton and Hove Albion. An own goal put us in the lead in the 72nd minute. If we just have a look at this one. Giordano playing in this game. Spencer Drury crossing it in. And it just came off that defender there. A bit unfortunate for him. They equalised in the 87th minute. But a late goal from Francis Arthur Owusu sent us into the 5th round against Spurs. This was the winner then. Late on. Just headed it over the keeper. Lovely ball over the top. Keeper came for it. And Francis got his 3rd goal of the season. Before a 3-0 win. Really convincing 3-0 win against Millwall. Hans Heijn, our German pirate, opened the scoring in the 55th minute. We dominated this game, 24 shots, lots of chances for both teams actually. Good goal from Heijn. Did that take a deflection? Possibly, but that was his 4th goal of the season. Good to see that. And then Lorenzini with a 77th minute goal. Futkachar back in goal for this game. But there are some interesting goings-ons with the goalkeepers at the club. That was Lorenzini's 11th goal of the season. And Francis Arthur Owusu managed to get another goal late on in this game, coming off the bench. Lorenzini crossing it in. Francis Arthur Owusu, he's on fire. He's a good all-round striker for us. He's good at a lot of things. If we just have a quick look at him, you can see finishing, composure, off the ball, all 13. But he's also got another side to him. He's got good long shots of 13. He's okay at heading at 11. He's still only 23, still improving as you can see here. Pretty physical as well. Decent pace, very strong, good balance. In a way, he could turn into being our best striker just because he's very well rounded. Apparently Spencer Drury, according to Shane Andrew, my technical coach, Spencer Drury is his 4th favourite striker here. He'd put McGuigan and Arthur Owusu ahead of him. McGuigan's it's not been his year though. He's only managed to score 1 league goal. Plenty of goals for the under-23s, but he just doesn't seem to do it for the first team when he has played. So Francis Arthur Owusu is the man that I'm going with at the moment when we need a goal. And he scored 2 goals against Sheffield United, coming off the bench and saving our blushes. Coming on for Lorenzini, didn't have the best game in the world. Futkachar didn't have a particularly good game. They took the lead in the 32nd minute. This was the first goal then to get us back into this game. Made it 1-1. He hit the post with the initial shot but tucked it home on the rebound. And then a desperately important penalty from him to win us 3 crucial points. Just fired it down the middle, calm as you like, for his 6th goal of the season. But unfortunately, against Middlesbrough, we just couldn't break them down. And they scored a 22nd minute winner. Stephen Dean, man of the match. The defence played relatively well. But up front, Drury couldn't score, Lorenzini couldn't score, Arthur Owusu came off the bench and couldn't score. I don't know what happened. For the first game since that Southampton defeat, we were unable to score in a game. Now, what's going on with the goalkeepers, I hear you ask, or maybe you're not. Futkachar, over the last probably year, I've been trying to give him a new contract, and he's decided not to sign one. And he's decided at the end of the season, when his contract expires, he's going to move to Kilmarnock in Scotland, in the Scottish Premiership, who are actually top, as it happens. That is quite remarkable. They're above Rangers, they're above Celtic. So I did find it strange that he was moving to Kilmarnock, but now less so. But then again, we might be in the Premier League next season, and he's going to miss out on that. I guess he wants European football, and Kilmarnock looked like they could actually get European football this year. He's been a brilliant servant to the club over the last 4 seasons. It's been solid, hasn't he? A good average rating, okay average ratings, but they're good for a goalkeeper. And this season's actually been his best year. He's been really good in goal most of the time. But I decided when he agreed to sign for Kilmarnock, what's the point in really playing him, why don't I play a Reef Koch? She's not that much worse, according to my... let's look at my goalkeeping coach, actually. Scott Kane. He's a 3-star current ability player, according to him. He's good. His goalkeeping attributes definitely need to improve. He's not particularly tall for a goalkeeper. I was hoping he might grow, but he's only just turned... he turned 18 last August. He's going to be 19 this year. But some of his physicals and mentals are particularly strong. However, he played one very good game in that first game he played, and then in the second game he wasn't very good. So, if we want to get promoted this season, we have to play our best goalkeeper. Phuk will be the number one, and he will leave at the end of the season, and then we have to decide, what do we do? Do we play Arif Koch as our number one? Possibly Lee Sivzelis, although there's a problem with him as well, which I'll talk about in a second. Or maybe Nick Austin as well, our other 21-year-old English goalkeeper who's on loan at Colchester United, who's been improving over the years and has been here for, well, he's been here since 2024-25 season, but has never played a game for the club. He's been on loan to West Brom, played for their youth team last year, and he's played lots of... This is the first time he's actually played first-team football this season at Colchester United. Only conceded 23 league goals in 25 games. That's not bad going. So maybe he should be the number one. Or perhaps if we do go up, we're going to have to find a much better goalkeeper generally to improve the team. Now, Lee Sivzelis doesn't want to sign a new contract either. Probably because he's not been getting first-team football. So it looks like we might lose Phuk and Lee Sivzelis, who has been here since the National League South days. So that would be a sad departure. I don't blame him for wanting to leave, the orange-eyed goalkeeper, but it would be sad to see him go. Anyway, let's get on with the 3 games. It's going to be a long video. I just wanted to make up for the fact we've not had a video over the last few days, but you can see this is the team we're using to take on Burnley. Huge game at home because Burnley are second in the league. If we win this and Sunderland lose, we'll go up to second. Phuk in goal then. Stephen Dean, Brad Howard, who's come into the back line and has been better than Rhodes recently. Jonathan Edwards, who's been sensational. Yahya has picked up a little bit over the season, although his average rating over the last few games hasn't been so good. Pascal Hare's not been as good the last few games, so I've dropped him to the bench. Bagaba has restored his place in the team. Schultz has been suspended the last few games because of picking up so many yellow cards, but he's back in the team, so it's good to see him back. Hans Hayne on the left, playing as a winger. Inside forward doesn't really work. He's not quite as natural on the wing, but we're going with that. Pascal is going to play on the right-hand side. JCG's not performed particularly well lately, so Pascal steals his place back. Lorenzini and Spencer Drury up front. We need to get them scoring again. Arthur Owusu is the man in form. We've also got Jack Young on the bench, JCG, Mehmeti, Rhodes and Koch as well. Regen Rovers. Here we go. Apparently my key man is Francis Arthur Owusu, because he's got 6 goals in 13 games this season. Interesting. But he's only on the bench. Now, we lost against Burnley earlier in the season. Patrick Roberts, danger man on the right-hand side. Their striker is Ennis, who's got 11 goals in 8 starts and 8 sub-appearances this season. Wow. He could be dangerous. He will be dangerous, I'm sure. Now, do I go counter? Do I just go with attacking? I'm tempted to just go attacking, to be honest, and go for it. We're not expected to beat Burnley, but if we do, these are the games we need to be winning if we want to get automatic promotion. Now, we've been pretty disappointing, haven't we, this season in the live comms, so I don't want to lose. Because we're likely to lose against Spurs in the FA Cup quite heavily, but it's a huge game for the club, which is why I wanted to show it. There we are, shaking hands. Vibrant green tunnel. Vibrant green stadium, which has been expanded, but when we get promoted, I don't know what's going to happen. We will probably have to ground share whilst we either build a new stadium or expand this quite a lot, really, to meet the standards of the Premier League. We might not go up this year, though. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and this is a boring game so far. It's just strange how this happens sometimes. The odd game this year, I suppose it is generally against the stronger teams. We do seem to have less goals overall. But 0-0 at half-time with no highlights. We owe Burnley after what happened last time. Nothing is happening at the moment. I'm going to hit early crosses into the box. I'm going to exploit the right flank of Pascal. We know how dangerous he can be. We've not been quite so consistent down the wings this season. This is boring. How have we got to the 65th minute with no highlights? Now I'm going to bring on the super sub Francis Arthur Wusu for Spencer Drury's not in form at the moment. Hans Hayne's going to come off. In fact, I don't have Giordano on the bench. Jonathan Edwards is top. We only played the previous game a few days ago. I think, yeah, we'll play JCG on the left. He can't really play there, but we'll play him there anyway. Okay, what can we do? Will there be any highlights in this game? Have we ever had a game with 0 highlights? I kind of feel like we have. It does happen from time to time with Football Manager. But this is ridiculous. What has happened? I'm actually going to bring on that man Jack Young. I know some of you are probably thinking, I haven't played him for a while. Let's see what he can do in the last few minutes. Again, we're going to go route 1 in fact and just thump it up into the box and see if we can do anything. Come on Jack Young, score the winner. Make yourself a hero. Send us into the automatic promotion places. It's a free kick to Burnley though. It's crossed in, headed away. Now can we break? Arthur Owusu up to Pascual in fact. Pascual charging down the right hand side. What's he going to do? Puts the ball in. Jack Young, he scores. He's done it. He's done it. He's got his first goal of the season. Pascual with an incredible cross, but Jack Young, that's what he can finish. He didn't need to do anything else there. He just was in the right place. It's a great crossing. The only highlight of the game. Jack Young comes on and makes himself a hero with what could be an incredibly important goal, because that might send us into the second place if the Sunderland result goes to plan. We've got 20 seconds to hang on here. How has that happened? He's done it again. Towards the end of the season, he starts to turn into such an important player. It's always been the case, though. Even when he was playing in lower divisions, he was much better at the end of the season. We've won thanks to a Jack Young goal. He's won us 3 points. He's not played as much this season because when he has come off the bench, he's been pretty poor. But lately, he's got that really good assist, and now he's got a goal. Oh, Jack Young, I shouldn't be surprised. He says we're in second place. Sunderland do have a game in hand, as do Stoke, so they both have the opportunity to go ahead of us. But that is quite incredible. What a win. With the only highlight of the game as well. Jack Young, you beautiful man. He's changed his hair again, hasn't he? Since going down to 12 finishing, he's got a bit depressed, I think. But he's still a legend in my eyes. Well, he's always going to be... I mean, he just scored the winning goal. Of course he's a legend. I do believe the optimum time to bring Jack Young on is about 7 or 8 minutes left in the game, because he doesn't have the legs to play the whole game. I haven't really started him in recent years, so I can't really say that. But I tend to think he is most lethal when we bring him on with 7 or 8 minutes to go in the game. He doesn't need to run around a huge amount, and he can use his energy efficiently against tired defenders. And wow, it really is quite incredible. You can see Jonathan Edwards had another good game, 14 interceptions, 7.3 from him. Spencer Drury, though, don't know what's happened to him the last few games. I was thinking he might be able to get his old record back from Lorenzini. Got to 18 goals very quickly, but hasn't scored for 5 games since that draw against Hull City. Oh no, Francis Arthur Wusu, our super sub, out for 10 to 13 days. Gives Jack Young another chance, doesn't it? Colin McGuigan scored for the under-23s. In fact, Arthur Wusu is still playing for the under-23s, as is Jack Young. They all managed to score. They're all fighting for a place on the bench. We're actually going to be playing at New White Hart Lane, which has been... Well, it's 10 years old now, New White Hart Lane. 61,000 capacity. Is this the first time we've got to the 5th round of the FA Cup? I can't recall ever getting this far, but I might be wrong. And Pochettino's still in charge of Spurs all these years later. Harry Kane's still captain as well. Their key player, a German, Stepan Buric, 51 caps for Germany. He looks very good. Who do I put in goal? I think I should keep with Kachar for now. McGuigan can come onto the bench. I think we should probably stick with the winning team. I know Spencer Drury didn't have a great game, nor did the wingers. Well, Hans Hayne. Pascual got the assist, of course. I think we'll stick with this, but we will go counter. Does mean we've got a deep line playmaker, which means our wingers aren't as effective. Do we go attacking? No. I think we have to... I think we have to... I don't know. I'll decide when I go through to the game. Thinking about it, against Burnley, this attacking tactic just completely nullified them. They didn't have any highlights. Then again, this is Spurs, a completely different proposition. Their key man today is Jacopo Tarantino, a right winger from Italy. He's not got any caps for Italy. He's still relatively young, 23 years old, looks very good. He's definitely an upgrade on Pascual, isn't he? And up front, they've got someone called Mark Chamberlain. He's only 20 years old, but he looks like he's been down the mines or something for the last couple of years. He's got wrinkles on his forehead as well. No way is he 20 years old. I'm going to risk it. We're going to go attacking. We will be brave. Wish me luck. If we can win this, this would be the best. The best win in Regen Rovers history in terms of opposition, surely. Come on. We're going attacker. We're being brave. Let's just try and hit Spurs unawares, I guess. They're not expecting us to attack them. Corner to Spurs. 3rd minute. And... oh, somehow it didn't go in. I don't know how, but it didn't. We survive. Free kick to Spurs. Easy save for Phil Kachar. We've only had one shot so far. Here's Jonathan Edwards trying to give the ball away in a dangerous position. But here's Lorenzini. Lorenzini into Spencer Drury. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. So unlucky, Spencer Drury, looking for his first goal in a few games. It was a brilliant effort from him. Although we've got it on attack and we're still quite a counter-attacking team, really. Free kick headed away, and now Spurs can break against our depleted defence. There's not many men back. Get back, guys. Tarantino. Good defending by Yahya, and here's Hans Hayne getting tackled and fouled. Oh no, why is he taking it? Why is Fuchard taking the free kick? That's just asking for trouble. Fortunately, they didn't smash it from 100 yards away and into the back of the net. But here comes Spurs. Yahya does well for another time. Edwards clears it up the pitch. Lorenzini can't win that. But Schultz does well. And here's Spencer Drury now. What's he going to do? He's been tackled. He should have just given it to Lorenzini there. But Schultz does well. Lorenzini. Oh, mistake at the back. Lorenzini's through. He scores. We're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur. Now what do I do, though? Do I go counter now? I think I have to, don't I? We'll keep the same instructions, but just go counter. Hit them on the break, which is what we're doing anyway. But they're going to push forwards even more now. And we need to be aware of that. Lorenzini pounced on a defensive error and finished brilliantly. Here's Schultz now. What's he going to do? Lots of highlights in this game. Hans Hayne. What? Oh, he's banged it, but it's well wide. I'm surprised they haven't filled in this corner at New White Hart Lane. Why is there a corner empty? That's not realistic. They're going to have a big bowl, aren't they? Modern stadium. I might be wrong. Pascual, free kick, hits the ball. Hans Hayne, he scores. We're 2-0 up. This is quite incredible. Hans Hayne's 5th goal of the season. The German puts us 2-0 up. We might still throw this away. We're still... Spurs are still the favourites to win this, surely. But Hans Hayne, look at that. He just dummied the defender and the goalkeeper and tucked it home. I don't know how this is happening. We've both had 6 shots each. We've actually had the clear-cut chances. They've only had 1% more possession. Well, 51% possession. Wow. Are they going to get back into it now, though? 41st minute. Go! Oh, no, Stephen Dean. They are going to get back into it now. We're down to 10 men. There was no need for that, Stephen Dean, was there? And he's been sent off. It just... That was from nothing as well. We're going to have to take off a striker. I think we'll take off Spencer Drury and we'll bring on Lawrence Rhodes, I guess. In fact, Howard can play right back and we're going to drop these guys back. Now we're really up against it, aren't we? I don't really know how we're going to hold on to this. We've got a whole half with 10 men against Spurs to hang on to a 2-0 win. Stephen Dean's let us down there. It was unnecessary for him to make that tackle, I think. We're going to go structured and be more disciplined, but we're going to still have a high tempo, direct passing, just try and get the ball up the pitch. Garber's going to play as a deep line playmaker now. We don't really need to play an advanced playmaker because the wingers are more withdrawn now. And we just have to pray that we can hold on to a miraculous result. It comes Spurs straight away though. This Bailey chap, he's got some pace, and Macmillan, good header by Edwards, and Howard clears. Lorenzini all by himself. He's going to have a lot of work to do. I probably should bring someone else on. Jack Young won't do a job up front by himself. He doesn't have the attributes. McGuigan probably would be the best option. Oh no, oh wow, brilliant defending by Lawrence Rhodes, but this is surely a goal. Macmillan, 2-1. 2-1. And we're really up against it now. Corner to Spurs, they're going to equalise straight away. It's way over everyone. And that's it. They're going to win this now. Stephen Dean has ruined it for us by getting sent off. It could have been a huge, giant killing, really. I know we're only a championship team. We're not in the conference anymore, but still. What was this guy on the line doing? He's just stood there. Rhodes, his feet in cement, just let the ball hit him, and he just slowly turned. Ridiculous. I think what I will do is push the wingers back up, because we're not going to have any out ball, are we? Lorenzini can't do a job by himself. Garber's going to come off for Mehmeti, actually. I'll bring him on. And we'll leave Lorenzini on. I think we'll bring JCG on. We'll try and exploit the flanks. And just get them running at the defence, I suppose, and hope for the best. Because, well, it was inevitable, I suppose, when we went down to 10 men. But we were so good in that first half. I'm so proud of the players for that first half performance. We will lose now. Oh, it's wide. If we can take them to a replay, that would be incredible. If we can hang on for 20 minutes. 5 minutes to go. It's a free kick to Tottenham. Fuat Kachar, well done. Picks that up and rolls it out to Jonathan Edwards, who finds Yahya. Into Hans Hain. Can he run at them? It's Lorenzini. He's been tackled. I was about to say, can we somehow get a shocking third goal? Hans Hain. Lorenzini's not going to catch that. And Tottenham are going to come forwards now and probably punish my tired team. It's over the top. Oh, Edwards, brilliant tackle, but we can't win the ball for a sustained period of time. Here's Macmillan putting a ball in, and oh, a foul from their striker. It looked like a simple tap in, but we got lucky. And can we do this? Can we hang on for a replay? Can we? Yes, we have. It's an amazing result. I know we could have won this 2-0, and we probably would have won if Stephen Dean hadn't got sent off. But to actually get a replay against Spurs with 10 men in that second half is some achievement. I'm really pleased with them. 7 shots to their 25. They completely dominated the rest of the game after we went down to 10 men. But that is very special. So for the first time ever, we are in the quarter-final draw of the FA Cup. We're likely to lose the replay, even at home. The Spurs will come to us and likely beat us. But I'm proud of the fact that we're in the draw. And if we do somehow win, we will either take on Arsenal or Stoke. Probably Arsenal, as they're the Premier League team. Gillingham have done well, haven't they, from League One to get into the quarter-final. So then, I've actually forgotten to introduce a couple of signings to you. 2 players from nations that aren't exactly famous for football. Now, one of them I just had to sign because he's from San Marino. Luca Colonna, 15 caps for San Marino at the age of 18. He's not going to turn into anything special, let's be honest. £16,750, bit of a waste of money, but I've signed him from San Marino Calcio in Italy, who obviously represent San Marino and is a San Marino club, and yeah, he's a San Marino international. He scored a goal for the under 23s already, which is nice to see. So just something a bit different. He's not going to turn into anything, but I like to sign these sort of unusual players, I suppose. And the other one is a Chinese player, Chen Jiang, who's gone on loan to Barnet straight away. He's 20 years old, but he's got 27 caps for China already and 3 goals. That's pretty good. China aren't the best team in the world, but they're 39th in the world rankings, and that's pretty high for China. And that's a good standard, I would say. And he's already got 27 caps for his country by the age of 20. He might turn into something okay. He's already a 2.5-star current ability player. I've loaned him out to League One Barnet just to see how he gets on. He's done all right so far. So yeah, we'll just have to see how he gets on, and hopefully the Chinese market will start to benefit Regen Rovers. They'll buy some shirts, maybe. So, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Stephen Dean is suspended because of that draw against Spurs. So Josh Miller comes into the defence. I don't think there's any need to change things. Spencer Drury hasn't scored for a few games. His last 5 games, 6.56 is not very good at all. In fact, I will change things. I'm going to play McGuigan. We're going to give him another opportunity. His average rating for the under-23, 7.98 over the last 5 games, is phenomenal. He's only got 1 goal though this season in the first team, but we will give him a chance. Spencer Drury will have a rest, hopefully come back and start to score once again. But let's give McGuigan an opportunity he does really deserve. By the way, we have dropped to 3rd place because Sunderland did win, and they've actually won another game, so they're 4 points ahead of us. We can't even go into 2nd place today by beating Wolves. But we can keep the hunt for automatic promotion alive by winning this game. There's still plenty of games to go. In fact, we do actually still have Sunderland and Aston Villa to play. Still a lot of time to go this season. Can we do this then? We're favourites, but Wolves are a strong team. They're 11th, still in the hunt for the playoffs, I'm sure. Their man up front is Cameron Ireland. He's got only 2 goals this season. He's 20 years old, so he's come into the team. In fact, he's on loan from Spurs. Nathan Redmond on the right hand side, 19 caps for England, 33 years old now. Michael Miller, Scottish player. We're going to attack. We just have to. We've done so well in the 2 games today by just going attacking. Start match. 3rd game of the episode. Please smash that like button as always. It's much appreciated. There are a few players I need to decide on contract wise at the end of this season. Obviously, Fuat Kachar's out of my hands now. Sivzelis, if he does want to sign a contract, I will give him one because he's a legend of the club and I want to keep him here, even if he's 3rd choice. Here come Wolves early on in this game. Oh dear. What was that? Amendola at the back post with just a simple tap-in. Fuat Kachar in his pink tracksuit, he got a hand to it, but it was pretty pathetic. I wouldn't say it was his fault. Josh Miller, he chested it in. Corner though. Pascal, can we equalise it? It's all the way back. Oh, it's headed away. But here's Mohamed Garbett. Lovely ball to Pascal. Gets on the end of things. Good ball. It's an own goal. Pascal with the assist. An own goal from Stipkovic. Makes it 1-1 and we're back in this game. It's not counted as an assist. But I don't get this. It's clearly a Pascal assist, but the game doesn't seem to think so. Even though it's a cross, it comes off a defender. It's not like it came off 3 defenders before deflecting in. Oh, apparently Lorenzini might have broken his nose now. Great. He's going to have to wear a Batman mask. Here's Schultz collecting the ball. He's on he gets a yellow card every game. But so far, touch wood, I do have a wooden desk, he hasn't been sent off. He's going to get sent off now, isn't he? Here's Lorenzini. McGuigan. Can we get a 2nd goal before half-time? Schultz. Here's Mohamed Garba. Out wide to Yahya. Through to Hans Hain. Crossing it in. Garba! Oh, what a strike. He doesn't score many goals at all. That's his 1st goal of the season. Brilliant strike with his left foot. Into the top left-hand corner. And we're 1-0 up. I enjoyed that one. Yahya, simple ball into Hans Hain. Just plays it square. Deflects off a defender slightly. Boom! Clinical from Mohamed Garba. And we're 2-1 up at half-time. Good recovery from us. I want Lorenzini to score. He seems motivated. Let's go. 2nd half. Let's keep attacking and try and get a 3rd goal. Edwards. That was a long thump. But it's a highlight for Wolverhampton Wanderers here at the start of the 2nd half. Looking to equalise again. Edwards does well. Short. Not sure what he's doing, but Fuat Kachar can now pump it up. And now Garba over the top for Lorenzini. He's through. He shoots. He fires it just wide. The defence were catching up with him. He thought he needed to get his shot away. And he was a bit unlucky there. He's not having the best game though. 6.4 out of 4 from him. The broken nose probably isn't helping. Here he is. Through to McGuigan. Come on, McGuigan. I want you to score. Here's Lorenzini. Takes it past the defender. And he's fired it wide. He's had chances. I'm going to take him off. It's not his day. Not his day at all today. And we're going to bring on Spencer Drury. He will swap with McGuigan. 2-1 still. With just over half an hour to go. Here come Wolves looking to equalise. We might regret that Lorenzini miss. I think we will. We will. 2-2. Michael Miller with the goal. Throwing in a dangerous position though. This is a goal-heavy game. Here's Mohamed Garba. It's across to... Oh, it's Josh Miller of all people with the goal. Our stand-in right back. And he scored his first ever goal for Regen Rovers to make it 3-2. Crazy game. Great for the neutrals. Garber into, I don't know who that was, McGuigan. So McGuigan, I think, picks up an assist. Yeah, he does. So he's done something in this game. I'm going to take off a player, but I don't know who. Edwards is knackered again. I kind of feel like I should bring Pascal off because he's not having the best games in the world, but he's actually relatively fit. Do I bring Edwards off and bring on Rhodes? Defence haven't been that good today. Let's bring on some fresh legs at the back. Lawrence Rhodes, hopefully he's not got cement feet again. I'm still attacking, I don't know why. I'm an idiot really, I should be going counter, but I'll turn off being more expressive. And we'll just go mixed passing instead. We've got one more sub left. Garber's tired, but he's played very well today. I'll wait. We might use a time-wasting sub at the end of the game. There's still 9 minutes to go. Wolves can still get back into this, can't they? What was that? What? The game lagged. Sorry about that. But what was that? Defending. That's what happens when you bring on a defender. There's no chemistry there. That's frustrating. We should have won this game. We've had so many opportunities. Well, not that many opportunities, but it's annoying. I'm going to take Garber off. We're going to bring on Pascal Hare and play him behind the strikers. We'll just try and get a fourth goal and hold on at least for a draw. It's still an okay point away from home, but can we get a winner here? Pascal crosses it in. It's back to Hans Hain. What's he going to do? Don't lose it. What was that, Hans Hain? You just needed to beat that man and get the ball into the box, but no. It was ridiculous. And now we might concede here, and that would be really frustrating. After a really good episode today, if we don't win... Oh, good tackle by Brad Howard, who's been good lately. Here's Pascal charging forwards. Pathetic pass. He's had a poor game today. Rhodes can't win it, and this is a goal. Oh, good save. How have we kept that out? Brilliant save by Furk Charts. End-to-end stuff at the end of this game. And there's still 2 minutes of added on time. Hans Hain don't really know where he's going. He's lost the ball. But here's Schult. Back to Lawrence Rhodes. Yahya. Lovely play. Fast-paced passing. And not just because I've got it on a high speed. Pascal Hare into McGuigan. Tackled. Oh, Pascal gets back. Here's Hare. What's he going to do? Cross it in. He does. Oh, Spencer Drury finally scores. What a game this has been. And now we're going defensive. We just have to go defensive now and hang on. In fact, yeah, defensive. Be more disciplined. Waste time. What a game this has been. Spencer Drury off the bench finally gets a goal for the first time in a few games. Hare with the assist as well. The two substitutes combining nicely. Good ball in from the German. And a good near post header from Spencer Drury. 19th goal of the season for him. Surely this is the final whistle. Yes, what a win. What a game. Not good for the heart. But we win the 3 points in what has been a dramatic game against Wolves. And now we're only 1 point behind Sunderland thanks to that result. Well, thanks for watching today's episode. I'm not sure when the next episode will be. We've got the Tottenham replay to play soon, so wish me luck for that. Can we get through to the quarter-final? Unlikely, but you never know because we've been pretty insane lately, haven't we? Until next time, guys, enjoy Football Manager. I'll see you very soon.